Okay, perfect. So hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about the evolution of the ecosystem of Facebook and Instagram. So, sorry. Okay, my name is Tom Laster. I look after the ecosystem and our partners in Central Eastern Europe and Israel and Russia. These are basically considered our growth markets. Russia is a very, very important market to us because there's a lot of very smart developers, and we see it as a potential for us to partner with more people in this region. So what you see behind me is all the marketing technology companies that Lumascape has put forth that are relevant to put forth here. There's more companies that are not on here that are also in the marketing technology space. So why am I showing you this? You can see here, and I'm sure I work in this space and I don't know every company here. I'm sure that most of you do not know every company that's on here. Am I correct to assume that? The point is that there's a lot of consolidation happening. There's a lot of companies buying each other in the marketing technology space, and there's a lot of mergers happening. The reason for that is because technology is moving extremely fast, and companies are not keeping up with the speed of which the innovation is happening. So they, instead of innovating themselves, they're buying other companies in order to take those technologies on board. Now, with all this innovation that's happening, if you look at the innovation that's happening on the Facebook side, things are moving really, really fast. Let's go back 4 years. 4 years ago, we had no mobile strategy. And Mark Zuckerberg made a very important decision. He decided that we're going to be building every product mobile first. That was 4 years ago, with zero mobile revenue. Yesterday, we had our revenue call. Guess how much mobile revenue we announced yesterday? Did anyone see the revenue call? So I think in Russian it's 79%. So 79% of our revenue goes through mobile. Within 4 years, from 0 to 79% of a $5.5 million business per quarter. So that means that's moving fast. Now, with all these companies that are moving fast, and with us that are moving fast, you can imagine how difficult it becomes for marketers to realize what they should be doing on the different platforms. Just out of curiosity, can you raise your hand if you work for a technology company or if you're a developer? Can you raise your hand if you're a marketer? Okay, there's a nice mixture. There's more technology companies than marketers. So for those marketers in the room, you can probably connect to this really well. There's a lot going on in the online industry and in the mobile industry, and understanding the complexity of every platform and doing it in the best way possible is difficult. Understanding how you can transfer the data that you're using from one platform to another platform, understanding how to measure a person between mobile, desktop, tablet, between Facebook, between another channel, is becoming really difficult. So it's not a surprise that marketers are finding it difficult to become experts in every channel. It requires time for them to become experts. It requires them to put more understanding in order to understand the best practices, and this is difficult for them. On the other hand, we have Facebook's vision. The vision of Facebook is that every person will see the most relevant ad to them in the right time, at the right place. What does that mean? That means if I'm Tom Laster, I'm originally from Austria, and if I like sports, and I like, let's say, football, okay, let's say I like Liverpool, if you know that information about me, when you show me an advertising about sports clothes, you should probably show me the team that I like, and not just have a generic message to me. So what the vision is of Facebook is that I will see the most relevant ad to me in that case, so that I don't even think it's an ad, it's going to be so relevant to me. That's our vision. Now, there's a gap between, as I said, the complexity and our vision. I'll give you an example of how this vision is perfected. Lexus last year ran a campaign in the US where they had different categories. So people that like travel, people that like fashion. It's the same theme, but totally different message. This is our vision. We want to make sure that every person on Facebook and on Instagram sees a really relevant message to them based on the data and information that you know about them. There's only one problem. There's a big gap between our vision and reality. In reality, if I like Liverpool and I like sports and I'm from Austria and I live in a place, what I'm going to be seeing is exactly the same ad as maybe Lukasz, who doesn't like sports, as maybe someone else who's never bought from that company. And it's very difficult for marketers to understand the data and to utilize the data in such a way that they showcase the most relevant information to the people and the market message. So to solve that gap, we're looking for third-party companies or developers that can create really smart tools so that it becomes easier for marketers to reach this holy grail, this vision that Facebook has and other platforms have as well. To achieve that, we have Facebook marketing partners and Instagram marketing partners. This is a program that we've launched 6 years ago. With this program, we've basically opened up the Facebook API in October 2014. So if you want, right now, without talking to me, without asking me, today you can start building on a Facebook API if you want to. It's open to everyone. What I find very surprising, as I told you in the beginning, Russia has a lot of smart developers. I don't need to tell you that. Russia is one of the lowest penetrators of the Facebook API. There's not a lot of companies building on a Facebook API or on the Instagram API. So I'm here to tell you, first of all, that it's open, and I want to show you a bit what that means. So first of all, on the API, we have 3 different levels. Once you start building on the API, you get development access. So you can start playing around with the Facebook interface and put it into your own interface. Let's say you are a marketing technology company and you already have a tool where you allow them to maybe in Russia buy on, let's say, Yandex. What you can then do is you can integrate the Facebook tool into your existing tool. You can build it into the interface, and you can make it possible for people to buy on Facebook and on Instagram. Now, what's really nice about this is that even though we're in Russia and I'm looking for as many Russian developers as possible to build on our API, this is not restricted to Russia. So you can build on the API in order to run campaigns in France, in Italy, in Germany, in the US. So you can start thinking big. You can start thinking not just about Russia, but about the whole world and what you can build for companies in the UK, in Germany, and so forth. So if you already have clients and international clients, you can think how you can integrate. Once you start building, you get higher and higher up the access, and you have more possibilities with Facebook. In addition to that, while you build, you get support from Facebook in what you're going to be building. To give you a brief history of how the ecosystem in Facebook has evolved, 6 years ago we launched a program. 6 years ago, we had crappy systems where it was very, very, very basic. Basically, we allowed people to do bulk upload of creative. 4 years ago, we built out more sophisticated solutions with our partners. And last year, we launched the program, which still exists today, which has 9 specialties. And these are the type of companies that we're looking to work with in Russia. So out of all these companies, the ones where we're putting the biggest focus on are these 4. The first one is around execution. So ad tech type of companies. Companies that allow marketers to run campaigns across different platforms in a more efficient manner. The second type of companies are companies that can help on creative. So what I showed you before with Lexus, companies that can help facilitate this vision. Companies that can maybe help create an automatic video platform that allows you to change the creative based on the data that you have. And then lastly, anything around data, whether companies that own data or companies that organize data, whether it's ESPs, email service providers. Anything around data is interesting to us as well. Outside of that, we're also interested to hear from companies that are thinking of building a support use case for Messenger. And in general, if you have any technology that you think is really, really relevant for Facebook to hear, in order to do a marketing partnership to help our marketers, I'm more than happy to hear about it. At the moment, we have one partner in Russia, a great partner, an Instagram partner, AI Target, who are doing a really great job, and we're looking for more partners. So I hope that next time when I present in Russia, I'll be able to say that we work with AI Target, but that we have 10 more companies that we're looking to work with as well as a partner. Because at the end, the benefits of becoming a Facebook marketing partner are very big. First of all, you get featured on our website. You get noticed. So, and again, it's not just for Russia, it's outside of Russia as well. When our clients are looking for a solution for them that will help them run their campaigns effectively, we will be recommending the solution that you're building, the technology that you're building. You get credibility by the fact that you have a Facebook marketing badge or an Instagram marketing badge. You get access to our product experts. You get access, you understand the product roadmap that we're building, what we're building 6 to 1 year ahead. You get support from a partner manager. You get education. And lastly, innovation, which is extremely important for Facebook. We help you innovate, we help you stay relevant, because if you remember the first slide, how many companies there are right now, the way that you can really stand out is by innovating and having a technology that stands out, and we help you do that. And AI Target is a good example of that, because they're working with us and they're innovating as well. So we at Facebook, we consider ourselves builders. We have hackathons every few months where we build products. Before this role, I worked in a product role. I can tell you that the way that things work in Facebook is very much like a startup. We have an idea, we just go and build it. We don't go and we have to ask, I didn't have to ask my manager and he had to ask his manager, but we just go and we build it. So that's the type of people we're looking to work with as well. Developers that just want to build on an API and just want to test. So if you want to find out more about this program, go to facebookmarketingpartners.com. In any case, I recommend that you start building on the API, start playing with the API. You can see what possibilities there are, because the benefits are endless. Thank you very much. If you have any questions afterwards, I'll be here outside.
Hello, Tom. I'm from Future Banking. It's a media.
Yes.
So I have a question about ecosystem of financial services. So banks now wants to be where the customers are, right? So it's a Facebook. And they try to do something in this field. They try to start payments on the Facebook, for instance. And now they try to even to make their own messengers, and they do bots for Telegram, and you as well have bots now. Is it banks who are the part of Facebook ecosystem, or it's Facebook is a part of banks ecosystem, financial ecosystem? Because also Facebook wanted to start its own financial service as a payment. In US, I think it's started already. So what's your vision on work on financial field? I mean, with financial services?
So I can talk in general that the way that Mark sees things, he always believes in opening up the platform rather than closing it. So, you know, if you look at Apple, they're more of a closed system. We really believe in an open system. So we see ourselves always integrating into existing open systems in order to make those systems more efficient with the technology we have and the people that we have. So I think to your question, I think there's no clear distinction between, you know, is Facebook part of the ecosystem of banks or are banks part of the ecosystem of, I think it's more fluid. where in the future, like you said, we are testing currently payments between people in the US on Messenger. I think it's something that we'll see how it develops. And as I said, in Facebook, we really do operate like a startup. So we just test things sometimes. We see if it works. If it works, great, we continue. If it doesn't work, we decide to focus somewhere else. Only if we think it can really have an impact will we continue building there.
Thank you.
So if anyone has any other questions, I'll be outside here, and you can just come up to me and talk to me about your idea, your technology, or anything like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Я хочу представить следующего спикера.
Anton Baranov, iDigital. You didn't mention anything about WhatsApp. So my question is, do you have any plans to offer marketing API or marketing tools for this application, for WhatsApp?
It's a good question. It's a relevant question. Unfortunately, I can't tell you where we are right now with WhatsApp. We are definitely testing the Messenger API. We want to see how things are going to work out on Messenger. And I would imagine that once we understand that a bit better, we'll start thinking about how do we approach WhatsApp. But for now, Messenger is the focus.
I'd like to find you after the presentation.
Okay,
to discuss it more. Okay.